Welcome back, CC and Piano Academy. So in today's tutorial, I'm going to be talking about tritone substitutions. My name is Daniel and I've been playing for the past 10 years. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you 5 different chords that you can use tritone substitutions on. And I'm going to show you 3 different scales that works on tritone. So let me show you real quick how tritone makes a difference in your music. So let's say in the key of G. What? Let's say normal, no tritone substitution. What a friend we have in Jesus. Oh, so that's normal. So let's say with the tritone. What a friend we have in Jesus. So you can hear that it's a very big difference. So I replaced this chord with this chord. So let me show you what a tritone is. So a tritone is basically 3 tones away from the original note. So let's say C, right? So a tritone is basically 3 tones. So 1 tone, 2 tones, so that's 3 tones. So tritone substitution. You can also think about it as, let's say, the 5th and then flatten the 5th. So let's say you're trying to find G tritone. So the root and then you flatten. Let's say C sharp. So you find the sorry, not the root, the 5th. The 5th and then flatten the 5th. And the funny thing about tritone is that they are all the same thing, even if you invert them. They are all the same, even if you invert. Let's say you take the G on top, it's going to be another tritone or something else. So now that you know what a tritone is, I'm going to show you real quick, very, very easy stuff. Let's say in the key of C, right? So I always use tritones on dominant chords. Let me show you an example. So a dominant chord is basically like a chord with a flat 7. Anything with a flat 7. And then I usually do to take it to a major chord. So a major chord, 1, I usually do. So let's try something. So the example will be Waymaker, Miracle Worker, Promise Keeper. Or we can do Waymaker, Miracle Worker, Promise Keeper. So now let's try that with the tritone substitution. So again, I'm going to substitute my G in the bass for C sharp, because again you find the 5th and then you flatten the 5th, or just 3 tones. So 1 tone, 2 tone, 3 tones. So let's try something. Mirror. You heard how that sound? So what did I do? I did 4, 3, 2, 5, or 1. Or let's try that. An example would be, let's try You Are God Alone, from the first time began. You are God alone, you are God alone. And right now. So the last example will be, my soul says yes, says yes, says yes, soul says yes, says yes. Oh, your will. So anytime anytime you're going to a one chord, you can play this, or something like that, or let's try another thing. What a friend we are in G. So anytime I'm going to a one chord, you're rootless. I mean, it's not even rootless. It sounds like one, but it's not rootless. I mean, the bass player can play 5 in the bass, and then yeah. Oh, let's say the key of G. What a friend we are in Jesus. So what did I do? I substitute this. I did what a friend we have in Jesus. So I substitute the G chord for that. So you can do the same thing. What a friend we have in Jesus. So anytime you're going to a 4 chord, we can do this in the key of C. What that will look like would be so. Let's try something. What a friend we have in G. So again, to go to the one chord. So I've showed you going to the one chord. I've shown you going to the 4 chord. Let's try something going to the 5 chord. So let's say we're trying to go to the 5 chord. A normal way people usually do is so to go to the 5 chord. So let's say you are God alone from the first time began. I'm in the key of C, by the way, sorry. Began. So something I can do, instead of me playing the 2 in the bass, I can do tritone, substitution. So instead I can play this. So you can do so. Or so let's try something. You are God alone from the first time began. So began. What am I doing? My left hand is doing. Or if you want, you can just play basic. If you want to sound basic, you can just do that. Or if you want to sound advanced, you can do began. Very easy stuff. Or let's say Waymaker, Miracle Worker, Promise Keeper, Light in Darkness, my God, that is who you are. So very nice stuff you can do. So the next chord, we have talked about the going to the 5 chord. So let's say going to the 6 chord. So the 6 chord, let's not make it advanced. Let's just make it simple. Go to the 6 chord. So it's sharp 9, sharp 5. Go to the 6. You are God alone from the first time began. You are God alone. So we can substitute this chord with this tritone. Again, the tritone is going to be 3 tones, so 1 tone. A tone is basically 2 steps. I forgot to mention. It's 2 steps, so 1, 2, 1, 2. So that's a tritone. So that means I can play this. instead of playing this. So let's try something. What a friend we have in Jesus. So let's try something again. So what a friend we have in Jesus. So what did I do? I did what a friend we have in Jesus. Oh. So I did it when I was going to the sixth chord, and then I use it again. So and then I use it again. So those are just different spots you can use it. So I've shown you going to the 1 chord, I've shown you going to the 4 chord, I've shown you going to the 5 chord, I've shown you going to the 6 chord. The last chord I'm going to show you is going to the 2 chord. So a 2 chord, let's just keep it simple as well. So it's a very easy chord people usually use to go to the 6. And then I surrender all to you, everything I'm in. So a tritone again. So let's try with the bass. So the tritone I can use is gonna be this, or you can do. So let's try something. I surrender all to you, everything. Sure. Or you can do a way maker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness, my God, Daddy, you are. So that is one way we can do that. Anytime we're going to a chord, we can basically do a tritone substitution. And then the scales that you can use on those chords. So let's try something. A scale you can use would be let's try